see there, I mean, at that point, it looks stupid. It looks like basically he should have just tightened up onto his right, but he already had the left-hand wheels on the blue on the outside of the curb. So it's so unfortunate, but it is literally just one of those things where Andy Priaulx was trying to do the right thing, but obviously in retrospect should have just stayed to the right. And Tom Kristensen misjudging the fact that Andy was trying to get out of his way by going fully to the left-hand side of the circuit and wasn't expecting that either. So just really unlucky.
And it's such a high-speed corner, that entry to the Porsche curves. You know, it's fifth gear in most prototypes, so he would have been really going quickly and probably not himself even been able to judge how slow Andy was actually going.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
you
that's
know, there
the
just
thing.
isn't enough time to change your mind.
The only thing I would say, and I'm not in any way, who am I to ever say anything against Tom Kristensen, 8-time Le Mans winner, but the only thing I would say is that the white flags were waving and in evidence, but I could see what he was thinking, going to be staying in the middle of the track all the way through. I'm going to go around the outside of him, and in a way that worked for the first time in that two professional drivers, one trying to do the right thing for the guy behind, and the guy behind thinking perhaps that the guy wasn't a professional driver or wasn't going to do the right thing for him. And it's just so unfortunate. I know both of them very well, in particular Andy Priaulx, and I know the last thing Andy would ever want is to compromise the race of the lead Audi, and just a crying shame, and my heart goes out to Dindo and Alan, as well as Tom and the whole Audi team, because obviously they've now lost in one of their strongest challenges. If there is any chance of winning this race, that one of them is out of it.
Well, here comes Wolfgang Ulrich on his way down undoubtedly to Andy Priaulx's pit. He does not look happy at all. This is going to be a difficult situation because, like you said, Johnny, they're both professional top drivers. The car number 7 has rejoined. It's on its way back to the pits, but this is going to lose Audi really valuable time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Dr. Ulrich is going down there at this moment in time, but obviously Charly Lamm there, you're going to see talking to him, and they know each other from old. They're obviously good friends, and right now Dr. Ulrich is very, very annoyed, and I can understand why he is, but I genuinely, there was no deliberate anything deliberately wrong in that. Charlie's obviously not going to say anything, you know, it's not his place, he needs to dissipate it, but so unfortunate. The Audis are bulletproof, he's coming in pit lane right now, they'll put a new rear wing on it. He'll be back out in the race. They're not out of it yet, but they've lost a lot more time.
I think this is one of those situations when you have to just say, that's racing. These sort of things happen sometimes. It's very difficult when you have a slow-moving car on track, and I suppose both teams are going to have to do their best to get both cars back in action.
Yeah, I would say that, but you don't change lanes at the entry to the Porsche corners. I have to say, that's one thing you don't do.
I absolutely agree.
It's a tough call, and my heart goes out to both Andy and
Justine is about to catch up with Dr. Wolfgang Ulrich. We'll see what he's got to say. But unusual for him to lose his cool like that. It's not as if Kristensen's out of the race. It's compromised the race, yes, but he's going to get that car back. It's still Peugeot 1, 2, 3, Audi 4 and 5, and all this has been to the benefit of Adrian Fernandez on board the Aston Martin Lola number 007 car. That's moved up into 6th place, closing up on their finishing place of last year, Liz.
Yeah, and Adrian Fernandez doing such a stellar job in this car. He's just done a 3 minutes 27, which is a really good time at the moment. Adrian is such a nice man and has brought the Lowe's sponsorship to this team, and just fantastic to see him in a big car here at Le Mans and doing such a good job.
And Sam Hancock on board the other Lola Aston Martin that's about to become 7th as well. So those two cars moving up the order very quickly. Sam Hancock getting his really big break this year at Le Mans. I was at Monza in 2003, was it, when he won the Monza 1,000 kilometres in the Gianni Lavaggi Ferrari Judd. I mean, that was a car to country of the 333 SP Judd. That's really the last time I saw Sam in competitive action.
Well, I actually shared my first Le Mans car with